Now they did miss her once since fall.
I know, but I know she told me about that. And she couldn't remember.
But they did it. Leslie, did you remember when they were in
No, I
charge?
didn't ask her.
Ask Leslie, because they did something here several
You know
years
what?
But
ago.
I'll still
When
find
we
out.
did something in 2010, 2009 and 2008, so maybe that information is right there. It's on my page, and I just haven't seen it yet. Okay. Okay, good.
We saw some artwork
So
in
are
there.
they on board with the license?
We went to them and asked them to, but they really just they really just were not interested in art. I mean, they wanted to sponsor it, but I was like, no,
Alrighty,
we're not going
I think we'll go ahead and get started.
Maybe
and I
this,
understand that.
maybe this, maybe they do
Can
our
everybody
trailer.
sort of hear me? Debbie, can you hear me out there? Leland, can you hear me over there? Oh, you looked right up, so that's good. Alrighty, well, welcome to our reception, our award ceremony and reception for the 51st Annual Spring Arts Festival in Cedar Key. I want to thank George Tortorelli, not Tortellini, Tortorelli, for doing the music for us tonight, which he has done, I don't know, were we on like 6 years doing this together? Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we really appreciate his help with us and the sound system, since you can tell I don't have a lot of experience with it. I'd like to make a few announcements. I'll try to make it short because I know you really want to know who won the prizes tonight. And I haven't seen my judge Kent, so that I make sure he's getting close up. Oh, right there. What, you got sunglasses on? I don't recognize you. You both look a little different. Okay. First of all, always thank yous. And we have to start with our sponsors. The generosity of our sponsors makes this festival happen. And I think we need Eileen Senecal to stick her head out over there. Our title sponsor, once again this year for the sixth or seventh year in a row, is Palms Medical Group, since 2009. Thank you so much. Okay, and Tiffany is also here. Tiffany Turner, the CFO. Yes? Okay, thank you, Eileen. Okay. We also have, and I should say that Eileen is the VP of Development and Outreach. Is it this half a beer that went to my head, or is it that I'm tired? I don't know which one. The coordinating sponsor is the Cedar Key Arts Center. They're hosting the reception. They're hosting the breakfast tomorrow morning. They sponsored the Creativity Award, but mainly and primarily and importantly, the board serves on the volunteer committee that makes this festival possible. Each one of our committees has a board member that is in charge of something. And I hope they'll wave their hands. They may be home in bed, but I'm going to just say thank you to the Cedar Key Arts Center board. Thank you. The other thing that is pretty special is we have a partnership with the Lions Club, who runs everything in the park. And without that, I wouldn't be here, because I wouldn't do this job without them doing that job. And they are wonderful. We have all of our local nonprofit groups from the schools, churches, and community organizations who serve the food that pretty tasty down there. I don't know if anybody got down to enjoy it, but it's pretty tasty down there. And I hope you do tomorrow. The prize award sponsors also make this special part of the ceremony important. We have the Island Hotel, who has been an important partner for our prizes now for quite a few years, since we returned to the Fine Arts Festival. I don't see Stanley and Annalie. They're probably very busy, along with Old Fenimore Mill, and I don't see Schrader, but it might be my vision, and also Nature Coast Realty and Dottie Gritz. Anybody there? No? Thank you to all of them. Thank you. I've had a goal since 2008-ish to have over $10,000 in purchase awards, and I want to tell you, we made it this year. $11,250 in purchase awards, and I hope we have a lot of our patrons. I know we have a lot of our patrons in our audience. Thank you from me and from the artists. I had fun spending mine. Okay. And the volunteers, we have a lot of volunteers that make this possible. You know, there's only 850 people in this town, and 849 of them volunteer somewhere to make this possible. That's pretty hard to do without everybody doing it. But we had an incredibly cool volunteer party. Jamie and Robert Palmer hosted us for the second time this year. And of the officially assigned volunteers, 48 out of 55 showed up for that quote-unquote meeting, which I also called a party. And that was the best thing we ever did, isn't it? I think that was pretty good. All righty, and I also want to thank the Fugates right next door. Norm and Janice Fugate are the sponsors of our first ever Patrons Lounge, which is right next door and will be open again tomorrow between 11 and 3. Am I still doing okay on projecting? Okay. Last but not least, I have to thank my committee, and I really hope you will at least wave your hands. Or maybe you're here. Donna Bushnell, president of the Arts Center, president and in charge of all the CKAC hospitality, reception, and everything. Where's see that little tiny woman back there? She's amazing. And her committee is the one that's responsible for the decorations, which include our Chihuly. You like it? It's our Chihuly. And if you haven't seen them yet, read some of these little phrases that are on the walls. The kids from our summer art program, these are their words about art, and they are really cool. It gave me chills when they did the summer art program fundraiser this year, and I said, oh, we gotta have those in the sculpture garden. So please look at them, they're really cool. Also on our committee are Robin and, there's Robin, good, and Ginny Bars, you're here too. Okay, there's another hand back there, good. We also had Allison in charge of hospitality for artists. Allison Nelson is home in bed. Okay, I doubt that, but Joan Selby and Kathy Carver, the volunteer coordinators and the information booth coordinators. They are super. Leslie Vallon, who also works at the Chamber of Commerce, and Sue Woolley were in charge of our publicity and advertisements. I don't see Sue, but I saw Leslie. Thank you. And finally, in the park, we had something special going on. I'll get to that in just a minute, but I know Eileen's here, but I doubt Mr. Social Tom is. Is Tom here? Tom Deverin, Eileen Bowers, for their work on the park committee. Yay, okay. I'm taking too long. 3 more announcements into the show. Joni Hoffman, stand up. She promised she'd be here. Joni Hoffman. She is the designer of, where? I don't even see her. Oh, hi. Okay, good. She designed the t-shirts, the postcards, the posters. She responded to the Seeing the Art in Nature, and she hit it on the nose. Thank you, Joni. She has a booth here today, and we had 46 entries, and we were really excited and proud to pick hers. If you haven't got your t-shirt, there's only 24 of them left, I hear. Okay. We also have a mural based on the theme for this year, which was called Seeing the Art in Nature. Oh, I said that already. And it was, the mural is up at the R1 gas station, so you might see it on the way in or out of town. And it says, See the Art in Nature, and it was done with a partnership with the Friends of the Refuge. They helped us sponsor that partnership. This was our first mural last year, and we did this one on the Jiffy gas station, second year. Finally, if you haven't figured it out yet, maybe you haven't because we're not completely there yet, but for over a year we've had, actually for several years, we've had the mission of working toward a sustainable festival. So all of the park vendors were encouraged to buy only recyclable or compostable products so that we would have minimal or no trash. And we're also trying to do that here at our reception. So you will see landfill, which is, think about it really hard before you put it in that one. Recycling, which is your cups. And most of them go in the compost. And that's the one, your plates can go in there, all your food stuffs, not your shrimp if you didn't eat them though. What about your shrimp shells? No shrimp shells. Okay, no. But your napkins, your plates, and your sporks. Nobody got any sporks. A few people got it. Okay, if you got a spork, you put the spork in there. Anyway, we're trying really hard. At our reception, we had 1/3 of a gallon, one little bit, for 70 people of stuff in the landfill. We're going to do it again next. We're going to try hard. Okay, Kent, before I babble more, can you come up and say a few words? This is our judge from the Museum of Fine Art, St. Petersburg. who has spent many hours and hardly could talk when he got off the street, probably for whatever reason, dehydration. But thank you so much for being here.
Well, it's a great pleasure, and also remarkable. For 51 years this event has been going on, which means this community's been committed to the arts for a really long time. And there's no question in anybody who really gets its mind that just as we attend to the future through recycling and things like this, we attend to the present and the future through paying attention to the things that are important, and art is important. What I saw today was mind-boggling in terms of its quality, in terms of the care, in terms of the consistent message that came across from every single one of you, and it was heart and commitment. The kind of human connectedness that I saw and experienced is translated into those objects, the stuff we call art, and it makes the future that our young people will pay attention to and celebrate. So I'm in awe of this community and what it's done. I am in awe of what all of you artists have done. I am in fear and trepidation because I was in that horrible position of having to say X rather than Y. So when we're done, you can come after me with the pruning hooks and all the rest. It's fine with me. But at a certain point, everybody's a winner. And remember that. When we build an art on community and caring, the future is absolutely assured. It's an honor to have been of help to you, and it was a delight to meet each of you and talk with you and understand what your art is all about and what's driving it. Hats off to everyone.
All right, on with the show. Shoo. All right. I wanted to just share with you before we start with the real awards that we followed the theme, and all of the booths that followed our sustainability principles at the park got a ribbon that says OFCA Sustainability Award. So, yeah. All right. Oh, I got to start it there. We're going to start with our awards of distinction. There are 12 of them. And I think I don't have them in any particular order here. All right. Here we go. Virginia Chin. Award of distinction for painting from Gainesville, Florida. Virginia here. Virginia has been part of the festival here for years and years. Virginia! And she also has some art upstairs. I'm sorry, we'll get you here. And for the awards of distinction, we're going to stay right up here, so you're going to have to stay up here for a really long time. And we're going to let, where are you, Frank? Oh, you're hidden. Frank is going to take a picture. Okay, congratulations. Stay right here, okay? All right, here, that's for you too. Ooh. Marianne Jefferson from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Fiber. If you didn't see her baskets, they're absolutely beautiful. Marianne? Okay, I don't see Marianne, but, oh, there she is. Everybody's just too short. Okay. Look who's talking.
Including me.
Marianne, congratulations. Thank you for being here. Oh, that's what you get when you get an award. There's a surprise. Oh, we're going to have a big picture in a minute. Okay. Oh, I think there's a trend here, but it's going to change. Maggie Joint, Award of Distinction from Hope Mills, North Carolina, Ceramics. Maggie? Coming, here she comes. She's a little taller, I see her. Come on up. Hey, this is a young artist. Woohoo! Congratulations, Maggie. There you go. Yeah. Okay, and we're going to stand up in a minute for a picture in a minute. Okay, and when I heard this gentleman pronounce his name, I didn't know who he was, and so I'm going to probably butcher this, but Al Kreidemeyer. Award of Distinction for Sculpture from, this is even worse, Wawa, Florida. I did that on purpose. Yeah. Congratulations. All right. Award of Distinction, Curtis Kruger for Photography, Wilmington, North Carolina. Curtis.